Okay, so today we have Peter Murphy Cuts You Up from his album Deep. And this is the album version, the full album version, like 5.5 minutes long. So yeah, because I do know there's a radio edit, but we're not doing that one here. So this is my first time listening to Peter Murphy's solo stuff. I did listen to Bauhaus before. But anyway, still under the weather here, if you can't tell. Voice is struggling, but we're going to try to get through this. And yeah, so let's get into this, talk about it after, and let's just go.
Distant signs.
Whoa.
Pour yourself over me like the sun through the blinds. You lift me up and get me out. Keep me walking but never shout. Hold the secret close, I hear you say. You know the way it goes about.
Come back down. All right. Cuts You Up by Peter Murphy from Deep, once again. Okay, so I have to say at the top, I mean, Peter Murphy's vocals, I mean, to me, they're just so cool, is the word that comes to mind. Very cool vocals. And when he started singing, again, it's been a while since I listened to Bauhaus, but my goodness, but I have to say, when his voice came in, honestly, what made me think, which I don't know, I kind of had an audible noise or whatever. He sounded like a lot like Benjamin Orr of the Cars, and I'm a big Cars fan. And I know I always hate comparing somebody to somebody else that I just heard for the first time or whatever. But yeah, it was just like my goodness, it was just not like yeah, it was just like not it was so prevalent to me or whatever. And I was just like, whoa, he sounds like Benjamin Orr a little bit there. I was just like, when he came in, I was just like, wow. Anyway, maybe just a little more, a little darker or something. I don't know. But yeah, I was just like, good Lord. Anyway, that just came to mind. I don't know if I said that in my Bauhaus reaction or not. But anyway, this is just Peter Murphy. So yeah, it was just crazy to me. But anyway, I mean, yeah, I'm obviously the violin line was beautiful throughout the whole song as well. Under the or over, I guess, the acoustic guitars. Just love the whole kind of style of this one. And yeah, the acoustic guitars. I mean, you had the synthesizer, and it was just, and again, the relentless drumming. I mean, again, I love I love a drummer, and yeah, the relentless kind of pounding on the drums, and how that kind of kicked off the song as well with just like the one kick or whatever. And yeah, I just really enjoyed the whole track. I mean, and apparently this is Peter Murphy's most, at least in the U.S. apparently, or in America, whatever, it's his best known song. And I mean, just from, I haven't listened, I mean, yeah, this is the only song I've heard by him in his solo career, but this one is just, I mean, yeah, it was just so good. I mean, there's, what else can you say? Like, and I mean, yeah, just very, I mean, that driving acoustic guitar, and well, I guess there's a couple guitars in it, but it just that kind of quality to it. And the lyrics as well, very poetic. And I guess, I could also say, talking about with the chorus here, talking about the way it twists and turns, changing colors, spinning yarns, the way it leaves you dry, cuts you up and takes you high, and he goes on and on. But I was thinking, like, did he allude or did he say what this is, like what he's like what this is that spits you out and all this stuff, and cuts you up, because honestly I was having like a flashback to like Meatloaf's song, which, rest in peace to Meatloaf now. But Meatloaf's song, I do anything for love, but I won't do that. And he never really mentions what that is. So I was just having those kind of like, that parallel there. And, but yeah, so, cause I was just like, I don't know if I'm just too sick to see what's going on. But I just like how, again, dark and mysterious, is what I feel like Peter Murphy's kind of about. And yeah, so I just kind of all fit in. And again, his voice, he has, I would say, like some kind of swagger to it, or maybe it's just that distinct sound that he has. And I mean, everything that came together on this track was just, I mean, I don't have a flaw to say about the song, honestly. And even though it's 5.5 minutes long, it didn't really feel that long too, because some songs that are that long, you're just like, when's this going to end? But yeah, and I'd be curious to see how the radio edit is and how that sounds, I guess, as well, if that's like what they cut out or whatever. But anyway, as I usually do, I'll do the genius about here and just talk about what they say for the song. Just to have a little bit more meaning behind it all. Anyway, it says, Cut You Up was a single from Peter Murphy's third album, Deep, like I already kind of said. According to Murphy, the song was described as having a very driving acoustic quality to it, and lots of sort of hooky melodic overtones to it with a not so straight lyric. So yeah, kind of like what I already said there. And when he says a not so straight lyric, I don't know if he's kind of saying like the lyrics are, aren't straightforward. So, and I mean, yeah, that kind of makes sense as well. It goes on as well. It says the song peaked at number 55 on the Billboard Hot 100, at number 10 on Billboard's mainstream rock tracks, and topped Billboard's modern rock tracks for 7 weeks in 1990. So obviously, it was a very successful single, I would say. My goodness. And again, I can really see why. that voice and that, and just, I have to also say I loved the bridge. The bridge was probably my favorite part in the song. Just his O's, I don't even know how. Just, yeah, when he would, he kind of the wailing that he would do, and then I liked how it came back down for the chorus. It was just like, and I think I said during the song there, it's just like it would come back down and everything kind of like slows down again. Maybe not slows down, but everything, it's not as loud or whatever. And we go back to the chorus, the way it cuts you up and all this stuff and throws you about. And yeah, so yeah, just a great track to listen to. Anyway, I am also on Song Facts here just to talk a little bit more about the track. And it says, in this rather bewildering song, Peter Murphy sings about what cuts you up. And he describes it as, and this is all we know about it, it says, it twists and turns, it changes color, it spins yarns, it leaves you dry, it leaves you, or takes you high, it's painted gold. And it goes on here. In a Song Facts interview with Murphy, we asked him what it is that cuts you up and spits you out. I like that they asked this. He replied, the path of discovery, self-knowledge, wisdom. Once you feel you have it, then the path will spit you out or off the way and ruin your assumptions of this path. In fact, a great mighty necessity for those spiritual seekers or so-called holy state desires when getting arrogant. So yeah, just this path, I guess, and thinking things, but you're just kind of being arrogant, I guess, and you don't actually know. It goes on, Murphy has spent his life on this path of discovery, which is chronicled in his music. 2 years after the song was released, so like 1992, he moved to Turkey, where he explored Muslim worship music and immersed himself in Sufism, I want to say, a branch of Islam. So obviously, yeah, he was just, I liked what I've heard. I can't talk. I've liked what I've heard about Peter Murphy. He seems like he tries new things, or he seems like he's into all this kind of stuff, obviously. And also, I just see this now. The song is driven by a violin riff played on a synthesizer. According to Simon Rogers, who produced the track, they brought in a musician to replicate it on viola, but it didn't sound right. So I really just had that, everything about this. It was like kind of like Peter Murphy. I don't know if he's like a perfectionist or whatever. I haven't heard enough about him in that way. But they really wanted to get the song right. And I also see here that kind of Peter Murphy, the demo version of the song was not much different from the final version. Like, he had it all in his head, and it all worked out, which is very nice to see. And apparently, I would say, yeah, it really did all work out because, again, very successful. And, again, it was kind of different because, I listened to Bela Lugosi, which is by Bauhaus, is the only other song I've heard Peter Murphy singing. And, the kind of, what's like vampiric, I guess is how you pronounce it, whatever, the kind of dark sound. But here, it wasn't very, vampiric or vampiric, however you want to say. It was just, yeah, I don't know, it wasn't very dark, but it was so mysterious, which I like. And, yeah, maybe the music video is dark or something, but I can't watch that, of course, because it would be taken down by copyright. But anyway, I guess that's all I got to really say. So yeah, again, thanks for watching. Thanks for liking, subscribing, commenting, all that stuff. Really appreciate all the support. And again, sorry about the voice and all that stuff in the throat. But yeah, still kind of, battling something here. And anyway, I'll talk to you guys again soon. And again, I feel like I'm cutting this short, but it's not really short. It's like almost 15 minutes long. But yeah, thanks for the support, and thanks for watching all this if you did, because my voice is still terrible. But I'll talk to you guys again soon.